is up? The people's champ is in the building. He's in the building. Y'all, let me start it off right. You already know what's good, my people. It's your boy Kicks Griffey. Yes, this is still Kicks After Dark, but tonight I got something special. You guys already know who this guy is over here to my far right. This is my guy SB. We're going to be talking about three fragrances that are easy to wear. They're leather fragrances. They have some form of leather in here. And this is for the fall and winter to get you started. There people, hey, look, I didn't like leather when it first, leather took a time for me to get around to it. But we're going to dig into three fragrances that have leather in it that works well for the fall and winter. Something for you to be for you to move into easily. My guy SB, is there anything you want to say before we get started? Introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are if they don't know, which they should know. But go right ahead and you got the mic, my man.
Absolutely. Straight out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Don
Valley of the Sun,
DeMarco.
Don DeMarco's, all of that.
Yeah.
SB, the scent bubble, the scientist,
Yeah.
the professor of
The
fragrance,
professor,
the random black
professor.
guy that spends too much money on juice. Yeah, man. No, I'm excited to do this one for you. This is what I'm gonna do. I want to let a
I'm
couple
listening.
people pile in here because I've
For
got
sure.
my because
I
I was like, yo,
got
I'm gonna
you.
stand up for this. And then my back
Yeah.
was like, no, you ain't. So so
Hey,
I'm gonna grab my frags off the desk, get my coffee
okay.
right here,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. Get yourself together. I'm gonna address the chat while you're doing that, and we're gonna get into it, man. So go ahead, take your time, get
absolutely.
yourself situated, and I'm gonna address this chat, get some traffic up in here, and then we're gonna get started. What is
Absolutely.
good?
Hey,
What is
let
good?
everybody know, man, that we're live right now.
We definitely live, people. It's my guy SB. The scent bubble is in the building, and we're gonna talk about these frags. My guy Joe, my man, is in the building. I'm addressing chat scent of the day. You got Suspiro Viola. Just just bought it. Okay, man. This light is real low. Yeah, see, I'm up here squinting, man. I know my eyes is bad. My phone was dim. Just bought it. Okay, and Tree In special secret perfume called what is that? Blind Man Miller. But two, you always got these crazy ass names for these fragrances. I'm not gonna butcher it, but that sounds good. That sounds good, yo. My guy in the building, Trey Fragrances nephew. What's good? What's good? Welcome, welcome, my man. Ricky Garrett, Slick Rick is in the building. No children's stories. Sin of the day. Ed Hardy, Love and Luck. Do you know that that is one of my man? Millesime Imperial Creed is my favorite fragrance, and I got two backup bottles of Love and Luck. I love that DNA, man. Good pick. What's crack a lacking? What's popping, man? All right, Joe. Don't forget everyone to hit that like button. Thank you, Joe. My guy Jims is in the building. What's the word, Jims? What's good? What's good? What's good, everyone? My man Gian, what's good? Here, there you go. Start messing around with Joe, man. Um, just addressing everybody. Everybody getting some time for everybody coming up in the building, man. That's what's up, y'all. Hit that like button. We got 12 people up in here. Let's get it growing. I want the chat to be interactive. We gonna not ignore everybody. Today's topic for the people that are just jumping in. Today's topic, my man Esteban. And then James, real quick, center of the day, Bodicia Victorious Azrak from the second day in a row. Okay, then it must be that great then. Listen, me and SB are going on live right now tonight. We're going to talk about three fragrances that have some leather in it that is easy to get into. Leathers that are easy to get into for the fall and winter for this season. So join us, y'all. We're going to be in and out in between talking about these fragrances. I'm happy that y'all around. Thank y'all for joining. Mr. Clark, on and dog center of the day, Rogue, Darvish. Hopefully I said that right. Gian, who else? was live tonight. Ah, Mr. Clark. All right, all right, all right. Center of the day, my man Dame Dollars in the building. Got the girls hollering, go woo woo. Each up, smash that like button. Then let them know. Just let them know. Let them know. My man Esteban, real quick, center of the day, 1,000 pounds from Fulton and Rourke. Okay,
Hey, let me
okay.
tell you something.
Well,
Thousand
go ahead.
Palms deserves a
Hmm.
pause.
Hey, hey,
I mean, come
it
on,
does.
Kicks, come on, bro.
It-
We can't just we can't let that
hey,
slide around here. 1,000 palms is crazy.
Carmella, Carmella. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, we
It's
got to
all
put him through the
good.
6-step program right now.
No, 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 no. Man, Esteban is my guy. Let him be, man.
Shout
Let
out to
him be.
Esteban. I hope you're doing
That's
well,
my
brother.
guy.
And I think he's
Yeah.
coming out to AZ too soon.
Okay, then well shit, man. I need to make that trip. My trip is way past due. But while we on this, man, go ahead and start up the first fragrance uh that you pick. Now you picked the different three. What three leather fragrances did you pick? If you don't mind, what category is it all mixed up?
Honestly, so I'm gonna tell you how I approach this, and if I gotta tailor it, I'm more than happy to. So for me, I know you said fall winter ish, but it, the
Mm-hmm.
the concept mainly behind that was easy leathers going
Easy
in,
leather.
right? So
Right,
the
right.
first thing I did in my mind was I just grabbed a bunch of easy leathers. Like to me,
Okay.
is like if you ain't trying to go cowboy broke back leather, you know what I'm saying? Um,
Oh.
you know, you ain't trying to get your yeehaw on.
Yeah,
What are
yeah.
just some smooth leathers? Not necessarily star of the show leathers, but when I think of leather, I think of class, I think of sophistication, I think of confidence, I think of depth. And
Right.
so, um, when I approach picking a leather fragrance as a concept, um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm less I'm less interested in is leather the star of the show, and
Yeah.
more of is what is the leather doing for this fragrance. And so I picked a lot of fragrances, some leather more prominent than others, but a lot of them where the leather is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. It's chilling in the cut, it's giving that depth, it's giving that
Mm-hmm.
confidence, that maturity that you want. I liken leather often to incense. Like
Okay.
anytime you splash incense in a fragrance, it immediately ups the age bracket and you're in grown folk territory for the most part. And
Okay.
so leather for me as well is just one of those notes in a fragrance where it immediately ups the maturity of the wearer. And then from there you have all the personality. You know, you've got the wild cut, you got the animalics, you got the freshness, you got all the different combos with the florals or the citrus. And so I just grabbed what I feel is like if you never really mess with leather and
Okay.
your first experience with leather is like, okay, I definitely don't want a leather fragrance, but I want to see what leather can do to a fragrance. Kind of like vetiver, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people leather vetiver is not their cup of tea, right? But
Right.
leather is not only one of the foundational notes that's been used since the beginning of time with perfumery, so it's in virtually everything and people don't even know.
True.
So it's kind
True.
of one of those things where it's like, you know, even if you're not into leather, leather's going to be a part of your journey at some point or another. And what you need to do is find the the various note combos that you like, so that way
Mm-hmm.
leather has the best chance of its leather is complexifying a note profile you already love.
Fact. Fact.
So
Fact.
anyway,
Fact.
I got a bunch of leathers and I'm just gonna pick um, whatever I feel like
Touch.
picking.
All of them. All right. Well, go ahead. Let's
Uh,
go. I want to see the first one.
okay, now you picked all designer or all clone?
I picked three designers. Three
Okay,
designers.
okay. Well, let me start with a clone.
Okay, then. Feel free. I want to know.
Leathers in the name. For me, I think top 20 best clones. One of the best fragrances for my men. For my men, not no beta, not no small fry.
Yeah, okay,
Not
okay,
you ain't getting
yeah,
picked number 15 in the kickball game. You ain't number
okay,
15. You know,
okay,
you don't just sit on the bench when you're in the basketball game. You're not watching. You're not a bystander.
okay,
You in the game, okay?
okay,
And that's Maison Alhambra's Afro leather.
okay. I got that one over there, man. My people tried to clown me for having it.
Hey,
That is
listen,
a
hey,
beautiful
listen. This
leather,
is what you got
man.
to know. I don't care if you have African leather from Memo Paris or you have Afro leather. I have both. Here's what you got to know. For me, and again, as I'm talking passionately, I'm not speaking as if I'm talking Bible right now. I'm telling this is SB. So sometimes I might throw stuff out there where you're like, hold up, wait a second. No, that ain't true. This is my truth. This is my
Okay.
15 seconds of fame. You know, I'm on the Kix Griffey show. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
So,
right.
so for me, I think the only other fragrance that gives me the same vibe as this is Carlisle.
Okay. Okay.
And my thing with Carlisle is almost the Stefan. You know what I'm saying? It's very, for some reason, to me it leans holiday sweet a bit, and for that it kind of feels less bachelor
Okay.
and more just like a solid fall winter fragrance. But I liken it to like you I don't wear that fragrance when I'm trying to approach a woman, if that makes sense. I'm wearing it
All
for
right.
a vibe for me. To me, African leather compared to Carlisle just has more nuts, more growl, more.
Okay.
I call this expensive tiger piss, and it's just because there's a wildness of what the cumin and the citrus is doing. That citrus spice cumin, it's almost like
Okay.
expensive hot piss.
Okay. All
And it's
right.
just like,
All
and what
right.
it does for the fragrance is it has this like, what the heck is that, like the head turn factor, because
All right.
it'll catch you off guard. It's not like a typical aroma, but then obviously the leather under it has the maturity. So I mean, this to me is bachelor in a bottle. And
Okay.
I'm actually quite shocked that this is so close to the real thing. I mean, the only difference between this and African leather is richness, and not by much. Like there's a certain level of 3D-ness to African leather where this kind of
Okay.
feels a little bit more 2D. But I think for a leather, this kind of has that in this category. It's like the Sauvage elixir. You know, it's just that fragrance that's little sweet, little growl, playtime, fun time, but on the mature grown folk level. So I love this juice.
Okay then. Hey, nice one. I love that fragrance. I'm gonna just say this. Uh it hit the need for me on that one. I didn't want to go ahead and spend money on Memo the African leather. So Afro leather worked well for me. I get slack about it, but I really don't give a damn. That's what I like. But good choice. Mine, I'm gonna do this one. This is Continuum by Toomey. I think this is a cool fragrance to get into. It's nice, of course. You guys seen it plenty times before, but the reason why I picked this is because it does have a leather. Well, they say leather, but it's a suede accord on this, which is just very nice and mature. I like the way it has a bit of spice to it, and I know this might be a little bit off-putting, but it does have a root beer type of kick to it. So it smells like root beer with like a peppery spice, and then this dark, nice suede with the smoke olabanum. This is a beautiful fragrance, and it lasted on my skin for a very long time. Now, no lie, because I had on a sweater and it was cold and I was kind of sweating, it kind of dissipated a little bit quicker. I say I had to refresh around about 6.5 hours. I had to hit it like a few more times. But overall, I did get a crazy compliment with this fragrance walking through the mall. And it did have a hell of a sillage and it does hang in the air. So this fragrance does have that hint of leather in there, suede, same family, but it has tobacco. It has olibanum, amber, mandarin orange up top, green mandarin up top. In the mid, it has tobacco leaves, orris, and assistus. Then it has suede, argyle wood, oud, synthetic oud, of course, but then a nice musk. But I'm telling you guys, this is beautiful for the fall and winter. Once again, the fragrance that I suggest is Toomey Continuum, y'all. To
Mm.
me continuum. Now, before we get into the second one, let me just go ahead and look into this chat so I don't leave nobody out. Dutch, I see you. What's going on, brother? I know y'all have y'all conversation. I just want to go ahead and let y'all know that y'all up in the building. I see y'all. Definitely do have some bangers. She got some crazy, crazy fragrances coming up. Y'all better get on D's track on the Essential Harmony. If y'all miss out, her prices will be going up. So I'm letting y'all know now. Get it while the getting is good, all right? My man Solomon's World, what's good? What's good? I see you up in the building. I see you guys up in the building. Okay, you got your answer, damn it. Oh, okay, y'all having y'all conversation. Wow. Y'all wild boys, y'all wild boys coming out. Okay, just checking in with everybody, seeing what's going on. Go ahead, hit us with the second one, pause. With the second
Okay,
one.
so listen, I'm gonna see. I'm seeing where you're. Go ahead, Miles. I'm seeing where you're going with the designer,
Damn,
and
damn,
you
that's
know
nice.
I've been niche and vintage out for some months now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some niche out the way for this round, and then I'm gonna go back to the clones because come here. Hi, Kick. Mwah.
Hey, what's going on, Miles? How you doing, bro?
Good.
All right, all
This
right.
boy's got
Yeah.
to get his little, Wonder Bread white butt in bed.
Hey. You good in these books, man. You good in
I'm
these
gonna
fragrant streets.
ask mommy. Okay. Good night, buddy. Good night. All right.
All
So
right,
yeah, I'm
Miles,
gonna touch
later.
on some niche real quick.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna go back to the clone game for a minute. Okay, so I love when back to vetiver real quick.
Okay.
So I hate how when I'm trying to get somebody to like vetiver, I typically have to pick a fragrance that truly isn't vetiver but has it, right? So if I
Okay.
say like an Elysium or something like that, it has the vetiver in it, but it's
Okay.
more about the citruses, the ambers, you know what I'm saying? And it's to
Yeah.
me, I think it's like, well, yeah, I'm showing you a fragrance with vetiver in it, but I love when a fragrance finds its holy grail, meaning you can show somebody who's not into that. You got to go. She said that I could lay in there for 5 minutes. Okay. Because she's not okay. Leaving. Good night, buddy. I like when you can show a fragrance that definitely has the star of the show note you're trying to showcase to the individual in the best light, and
Okay.
it's unashamedly mass appealing when they hit it out of the park. So for vetiver, for me, I feel like vetiver sensual, if you're north of 25, I don't see you not liking it. I don't care if you hate vetiver sensual is just monstrous juice. It's beautiful. Now
Okay.
with leather, I love Javoy Psychedelic because it is
Okay.
unapologetically, well, for patchouli, it's unapologetically a patchouli fragrance, and yet it's mass appeal because it's just master juice. So with
I agree.
leather, I'm going to give you guys a niche fragrance in the leather category that is unapologetically leather to me. And again, a lot of this just comes down to like semantics sometimes because I feel like some notes give you the same vibe as the fragrance, whether it has the note
Okay.
or not. And then there's some fragrances that I feel have the note even though it's not listed because it still gives off the same. When you're talking about accords, there's a little bit of versatility in terms of what you get on your nose. But I just love this fragrance. This is by Killian Straight to Heaven.
Oh, you going?
And and when you're talking about, to me, again, this is that leather. This is, to me, it has a very like fresh leathery patchouli vanillic tone to it.
Okay.
The dried fruits and rum really soak the patchouli combo to almost give it this very, in the same way that if you were smelling pipe tobacco, smelling some of the sweeter pipe tobaccos really round off the harshness of tobacco and become more about the sweetness. I feel in
Hmm.
this, the rum and dried fruits just cigar wrap this patchouli leathery experience, and just makes it so mass appeal. Like this is rum soaked, chocolate soaked leather to me. Um,
Hmm.
it's sex appeal. It's nightlife. Um, I don't see anybody not liking this fragrance. Again, I always tell people get straight to heaven extreme if you haven't already gotten straight to heaven. But I just feel like this is just a fall winter absolute killer, and it works like loam where it's like close range kill. Um,
Okay.
anything, any woman is within 3 to 4 feet of your peripheral. You don't even have to look at her. Gravity is already doing its job, and
Mm.
I just think it's one of the sexiest fragrances alive. Second in terms of patchouli fragrances, second to psychedelic, and
Okay.
this is just a monster. By Killian really punched above their weight class to me on that one.
Good pick, man. That's a good pick. And yo, I understand what he's saying. If I could get extreme, I would, but it's just so hard to find. You can always find the original straight to heaven, but the extreme is just the longevity is nice. But I loved his pick. That was a dope one. My choice, my poison of choice, as you know, your boy is always. Why not get a revolver? Why not go with this gold, beautiful Azaro forever? Want most wanted forever. Look, this fragrance, the reason why I picked it, because it just has this sweet, fruity raspberry note up top, man. That is just very like it seemed like it's gonna be playful, right? But it's the fruitness in the up at the beginning and the opening of it. And I like the way when it start drying down, you get this nice little leather accord on here that just brings it to a seriousness like, okay, like we really about to talk now. It's great and it catches like the range of young man going to grown man. It gets that sweet spot. I say honestly from 27, 25, you can even do it early, but I'm just saying 25, 27, all the way up. You can go all the way up to this. I feel it just goes ahead, right? But it is on a little bit of the playful matter, but I picked this is because it has a sweetness and the way it plays in the opening opens you up for the seriousness to come ahead when it comes down to the dry down. Came out this year. I know it's kind of slept on right now, but as a designer, easy to grab, wearing. You can spray this. I wouldn't shotgun sugar, but in the colder weather, it hangs off and the sillage is beautiful on this. So the notes is raspberry, green mandarin, bergamot, spice in the middle with the cardamom, lavender, clary sage. The base is leather, a wolfwood, which whatever that is, and then this vetiver in it. And you guys know I hate vetiver, but the way it plays with that bass note of that leather and that wood, it just makes it so right. So my second pick for an easy leather fragrance to wear is the most wanted forever. Boom boom. Beautiful fragrance.
It's a good
Beautiful
fragrance.
fragrance.
I
Yeah.
ain't even hating on it. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
man, Vetiver's gonna get back on your side, man. It's just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of
Hey,
time for that Holy Ghost hit you. We all gotta
hey,
have our eyes open.
hey, look, man. Vetiver is a tricky thing because it could come off soapy, it could come off clean, it could come off as cut grass, depending on what it's layered with. If it's with hay, it could come off hay like, it can come off barnyard like. It can play so many different ways with vetiver. So it all depends on how it's mixed. The way they mixed it in this one was beautiful though.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a note that I know you love. That 99% of fragrances that have this note suck in it, but you still don't care, and that's cherry. How many cherry fragrances are absolute buns, but we still hunt for the best cherry out there? Because cherry is a note where it can so easily either smell cheap as crap,
Hmm.
or it just ain't it, because it's so juvenile of a note that to make it like how we like it, you really got to juice
Right.
it up proper. So I, in the same way that I still am hunting for amazing cherry fragrances, because I feel like I got to look, every 10 fragrances is one amazing cherry fragrance if we're talking
Hmm.
cherry.
Yes.
I think vetiver is the same thing. Like, I would say 80% of the vetiver forward fragrances I've come across are
Hmm.
absolute trash. But but I used to blame the note, now I blame the perfumer. So it's, we just are on a hunt, and also in our journeys now we require so much out of a fragrance. It's hard to please us. We're also spoiled brats in this fragrance thing.
True.
So
True.
I'm going to name a fragrance that all of you probably have that you
Okay.
forget is essentially a leather based fragrance. And that
All right.
is Armagh Peugeot.
Mm, okay. Okay. All right.
Now, I have to bring this fragrance up because I always, you know,
Down.
when it comes to the Aventus DNA, you guys remember the old game Mario, right? You get that little
Mm-hmm.
bonus level, and then the three lanes slide across the screen, and you're trying to get the mushroom or the flower or the star to match, right? So the top's like, wait, 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 wait. It stops, wait, 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 stops, and you try to line them up to get your plus ones or whatever on your extra lives, right?
Hmm.
Aventus DNA to me, in terms of the marketplace of Aventus style pineapple renditions, they are all variations of that three-tier situation, which is essentially you have varying kinds of pineapple on the top, right? You have smooth candied, you have tart, tart lemony, and then you have something in the middle. In the heart, and again, not the heart of the fragrance, but just in my concept, in the heart, you have some different variations of wood. So, dry wood, your cedar woods, your smoky woods, stuff like that. And then in the base, you have varying types of intensity of oak moss, either super toned down oak moss, super ramped up oak moss, like how you would see in like a Hasselblad or something like that. And so,
Hmm.
in my barometer of Aventus, every fragrance to me in the Aventus category truly sits on a three-tier spectrum. Versace Eros Energy, Aventus Absolute, and Nishane Hassavat. And every fragrance after those sits between the two. So it might be all the way Energy, all the way Absolute, all the way Hassavat. Some are kind of Absolute, kind of Hassavat. Some are kind of Eros Energy, kind of Aventus Absolute or Cologne. So um, I always say that outside of Absolute, this is the closest
Hmm.
you're ever going to get to Absolute. But there is leather in this fragrance, and it contributes to the character of the smokiness because it's not the most smoky base, but um, the reason why it's not as pronounced and the smokiness is very toned down, but it's still very much there, I think, is due to the leather. You still get the maturity that the smoke offers in the backbone of the fragrance, and yet it's beautifully juxtaposed because the top of this, which is the pineapple, is more of an Eros energy type of pineapple. It's somewhere between Eros
I,
energy and
I
Aventus
agree.
style. It sits right in the middle to me. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the heart and backbone of something between Absolute and Hassavat, but on the mid to top, you kind of get more of the Eros energy to Aventus Cologne style. And so this is, your 10, 12 hours plus, your super longevity, your high complement factor. The fact that it's only a 55 ml isn't really nothing. When people ask me for alternatives to Energy, Absolute, or Hasselblad, I always say if you want something closer to Hasselblad that's not that, you're going to have to go with Supremacy Collector's Edition because it has a heavy ramp up in oak moss. If you want something closer to Absolute or Energy, for more of my younger crowd, I find gravitating more to this because it's still got that loud tartness, but it's all smoothed out. Um, I just think those, if you have those two, you have everything. You don't need Explore, or you don't need you don't need you don't need Mont Blanc, you don't need Nitro, you don't need Al Harmain, you don't need any of the other Armoffs, you don't
Okay.
need the L'Aventure, you don't need the Off Non Supremacy Not Only Intense. All of those to me get consolidated into per show and collector's edition, but it doesn't mean they're not all great. It's just, to me, I think the final boss so far that we've seen in the community is per show and collector's edition. Everything after that is either right where they're at or below it. Which I'm going to do like a 20 fragrance power ranking of the best Aventus renditions ever made. That's for another date. But this is a great fragrance. And fall, winter, it will literally hold up like a linebacker in cold weather or a breeze or anything like that.
Man, that fragrance is absolute beast and it cuts through that cold. That one will cut through the cold. I can say that. But then again, I'm in Cali, so our cold is what y'all light warm. But it is a great fragrance. I love the pineapple in that. The way that fragrance is just it's amazing. And I do like the way the leather man it up a little bit, right? Well, my last one, people. My
We're
very
hey,
last
hey,
one.
hey, Kicks, before you do this, we're doing a bonus.
Okay then. We gotta do a bonus.
We got to do
I
a bonus.
wasn't I was not prepared for a bonus, but I
Sound
can
off in the chat
definitely.
if y'all want a bonus.
Hey,
After
I
he's done,
can
I'm
do
going to
a
hit y'all off with a
bonus.
bonus while he gets his fourth.
I can get my bonus. I mean, that's not a problem. I can definitely do that, and I'll make my bonus a niche. That's not a
Okay.
problem. I can make my bonus a niche. I already got it in my head. I could go pull that.
Okay.
Um, my final of my three is something that is discontinued, but there are alternatives to it. You guys can find it in a clone, but I do have the designer OG of it, and this is Armani Absolute.
I love that fragrance.
This fragrance will always, and it got hated on, and I just don't give a damn. What I like about it is that the mandarin citrus and the apple up top, it hits it, but I do love, like in the mid, it has a nice little lavender and like nutmeg, I believe, in the mid, but it's a spice. That nutmeg brings a little bit of spiciness to it. But overall, in that, while you're smelling the spice, because that spice is right off, you can smell it. You ain't gotta wait for the mid, right?
Mm-hmm.
The end, it got this nice leather to it. This nice leather that brings it to a seriousness. It's wonderful for the cold weather. It's wonderful for definitely a date, wife, girlfriend, or significant other. It's just all around with the vanilla that plays in with this leather. As you guys can see, all of the leathers that I brought up has some form of citrus. And usually you see with the leathers that I brought up, it has some form of mandarin citrus to it. Okay. But this one has a citrus, apple, but then it got that vanilla, nutmeg with the leather, wood. It's just a grown situation. And this fragrance is very, very nice. Casual to dress up. You can get with this. This is an ultimate fragrance. Now I know that there's a clone of this one. I think it's by Fragrance World.
Yeah, Harmony Code.
Harmony Code. Okay. Now I have not smelled Harmony Code. I don't know how close it is to this, but from what people say, hey, they say it's pretty close to it.
It's close,
Um,
but no cigar, but it's a great fragrance to wear.
okay, all right. All right, but the leather in this is very palatable. And believe me, the leather in this pretty much just bring depth to the fragrance. So my last one was Armani Code Absolute.
I'm gonna do a heart check question before you grab your fragrance. Armani Code Absolute or Bleu de Chanel Exclusive?
I'm gonna be honest, Armani Code Absolute.
Okay. All right. You still, your mama raised you right.
I'm just keeping a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm saying this. I'm happy I still picked this because honestly, out of that whole Blue Day Chanel, I think Parfum is still the best
Oh,
for
really?
me.
Okay. Because I
Parfum,
know you
yeah.
liked exclusive, right?
Yeah, I say a lot exclusive is nice, but it's not too much change. It's just it's a little bit darker,
Yeah.
right? It has a little bit more woods to it. But besides that, still Parfum is still a better. It just fits me. It fits me for me,
Yeah.
But teach his own. Teach his own.
All right, man. You're grabbing your bonus, right?
Yeah, yeah. You guys go ahead, chat, ring off. My guy's going ahead, and he's gonna go ahead and give his bonus.
All right, man. So I gotta talk. See, I was gonna cheat, right? Because I know there's a few haters out there of this joint right here, but I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna save this for another day. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save it. I'm gonna let you live, Kicks. I'm gonna let you live. Cause I know you got some minions in the chat who got something to say. And y'all gotta save it. Keep the seatbelt on today. Keep the seatbelt on. Okay. Bonus fragrance for y'all is this sucker right here.
Oh,
Now,
imaginary authors.
imaginary authors, slow explosions.
That's a beautiful fragrance.
Now, let me
It's a
tell you
beautiful
something.
fragrance.
If you want a leather that's not like any leather you've put your nose to ever, period. We're talking complete left field. What the heck is going on? Leather. This is your fragrance. And oftentimes I find that with imaginary authors because they're so cerebral with how they approach their concepts in the perfume space, they take you to places. They're not like occasion based. You don't think about occasions with imaginary authors. They're transportive fragrances, and their aesthetic fits that. Their note combinations fit that, and their style does. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I like this. I went to LA to visit Kicks, and we got to hang out all day, and that was an amazing time. And when we went to the scent room, I was telling them, I'm just trying to make it about the fellas, even though they had holy grail fragrances all over the place. I just wanted to sit and kick it with everybody. So I only actually put my nose to a couple of fragrances in the scent room because I was trying to absorb myself in the fellowship, all of us kicking it and hanging out. Shout outs to Esteban as well. He was with us. One fragrance I put my nose to that I could not get away from. I've been really happy with fragrance experiences where the smell is so captivating, I forget why I want it. A lot of times when we shop for fragrances, we think about seasons and occasions and temperature and all that nerdy stuff. But then sometimes you smell a fragrance and you lose your sense of language. You don't really, all you know is you have a connection to it. There's serious intrigue. And for me, slow explosions, I had it on the test strip. Me and Kick, I was like, Kick, smell this, dude. So we're sitting in the car. Esteban's driving, and I'm just like, yo, what is this? It had this redness to it, these metallics, this wet, damp rain aspect to it, and then this leather, and it smelled like sand, metal,
It says
water.
it has sangria in it.
It's
Sorry.
sangria, yeah. So
It's sangria in it, yeah.
the note composition is saffron, rose absolute, leather, apple, benzoin, and cashmerean. And it, to me, it has the tonality of like a oud wood, but drenched in red wine, like a fruity sangria. It's a different take on apple. It's got a really unique metal wet texture to it. And dude, it's just captivating. To this day, I still don't know I couldn't tell you you should wear this here or you should wear this there. All I know is when I put it on, it speaks to me, and in a way that nothing else in my collection does. And it does have leather, but the leather is treated so differently. It's not really dark, it's actually extremely bright and light with a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
It has the pungency of like angel share in terms of intensity, but it has that light apple juice feel like angel share, where like you get a lot of scent, but it doesn't wear on you. You know what I'm saying? It really floats on skin and is a heady fragrance. Like it's out in the air just with sillage galore. And I just, again, it's hard for me to sell this to people because I can only say like it just speaks to me. I can't tell you anything else. I can't say like, yo, this pulls the chicks or compliments or whatever. It's just a fragrance that's truly unique that I was smelling it all day on the way home, and then I nabbed it up on olfactive, and uh and then it also pulled me into imaginary authors more seriously, because it's not often you find a house where they're really pushing creativity. I mean, every fragrance they have. I just reviewed the glacier one. It's like something with a glacier, and it's like everything you smell from them you just feel like a kid again. I feel like, where it's
Yeah.
all about the artistry and the creativity. It's not about the practicality, um, and that's cool. And for a collector, I think that's necessary to not try and go out and collect all the fragrances and do all that, but actually like have fragrances that literally stop you in your tracks and evoke something out of you. So, anyways, check that out. Imaginary Authors, Slow Explosions.
Yeah, what a wonderful fragrance. I ain't gonna lie. I was when he had the test strip, man, that test strip was ringing while we was in the car, man, on our way back. And I was like, yeah, gotta get that one. Gotta get that one. Great fragrance, SB. Great fragrance. Well, y'all, since he's the one who said this bonus ish. I didn't want to do a bonus, but because he's my guest, I say okay. So I went not designer this one. It was the flip of the moment. I went with niche, Godolphin.
Oh man,
If you love Tuscan leather, if you love TF Tuscan leather, you're gonna like this. It's a little bit more on the niche side.
that's grown folk leather
Definitely.
right there.
Right, right, but it works. It works. This is so smooth. It has a nice little fruit tone up top, which allows you, it brings you in nicely. It's not just, "Arr." It's not like straight cowhide's ass, like a real harsh leather. This is more of a leather that kind of swoon you. It brings you in, it sweet talk you, right? But it just gets deeper and deeper. Pause. If you got the length, you'll get in there. You'll touch the spot. This one helps you get there. It helps you get there. If you can't get between the cheeks, you ain't got the meat. Pause. This gets you there. This gets you there. It's just a nice, smoother, different twist. Where Tom Ford made it a hot line, PDM made it a hot song. That's all it did. It smoothed it out. It started you off real smooth and lightly sweet, but then it gives you this nice, bold, smooth, non-harsh leather. Nice, rich leather, right? Godolphin is my bonus, and you can wear this. This is a leather that won't let you run away. So check it out. If you guys get a chance, go to the Neiman Marcus. If you haven't checked it out, check it out.
That
Godolphin.
fragrance is phenomenal,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is,
and you
man.
never hear it. You never hear like even when you go to Neiman Marcus, sometimes they don't even have it out. But
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fragrance is the truth, man. It's crazy. It is very smooth, but I'll tell you right now, like if you that thing will put some chest hair on you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Definitely. It's not leather like nasty kicks. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. But y'all, That's what we came up with, man. Now we can just chop it up. We can get into this chat now. I've been seeing y'all talking. I've been seeing y'all talking. Hey, if y'all got any questions for my guy SB while he here, y'all shoot away. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Is there any leathers that y'all could put out there in the chat that is an easy leather to wear? If so, drop it in the chat, man. Drop it in the chat. You know, I always got to be a little raunchy, y'all. I always got to be a little raunchy. At least it's more cashmere. Huh? Huh? I don't know if Jim's, if you're talking about this, but it is a smoother leather. I mean, yeah, it could be cashmere if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's smooth. Hey guys, I thought I saw Zara Leather Jardine in the thumbnail. You saw I threw that in the thumbnail. All those fragrances that you saw in the thumbnail, nah, that's not the ones we picked, man. I just threw it in there in the thumbnail, Mr. Clark. It is a little, clickbait. Clickbait. Call it clickbait, man. Okay, you in on the social. Hey, Essential Harmony, man. Hey, I can't wait till Jim's have her back on. D is amazing. She's amazing. Okay, you're
Hey,
having a
yo,
conversation.
when is Jim's gonna get on the pod, bro?
Oh, I don't know, man. He's on here. He's definitely
Jim,
on.
stop ducking, bro. Stop ducking, bro. Come get
hey,
some of this pod smoke. Alicia,
hey,
come get
hey,
some of this pod smoke. Like, what are we doing
hey,
here?
hey. You know what? Y'all need to get on that fragrance effect, man. That frag effect, and holla SB, man. Hey, he can set up the show for y'all, man. It's an amazing experience. Hey, Jim's scared. Dollar say Jim's scared.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, man, I'm not saying people are doing this, but I'm not interested in.
He
What are you
said,
gonna
"Who's pie?" He said, "Who's pie?"
see? That's where he messed up. That's where he messed all the way up. You know, now he got me Denzel in Training Day. You know what I mean? I gotta light the cigarette. But no, man, listen, a lot of people on the pods, man, y'all be getting the friends on, man. I don't everybody got the same voice, man. I'm trying to Clash of the
hey,
Titans.
hey,
Fellas, trying to
Alicia,
get around that round table and duke it out, bro. Come on.
hey, Alicia got a intricate taste in fragrances, man. And
That's
her
what I
stuff
want.
is harder than
I don't want
guys.
you to look
Pause.
like me. I don't want you to sound like me. I don't want you to line your beard up like me. I don't want your fragrance collection looking like mine's. I want all the smoke. Let's get this good dialogue in and let's chop it up, bro. I'm tired of it being Fragcom is too friendly. We all need to get on and have a good time.
Hell yeah, hell. I'm confused. Hey, Alicia, he's asking for you to come on his pod
You got to get
to
on the
talk about some
and
fragrance.
Alicia knows what's up. I've been saying, Alicia, get on here. We need your voice. You bring your voice, and let's get in these good talks about this fragrance, man.
Now, Jims, I gotta ask you, bro. I gotta ask you, since you want to put it out there, man. Since you want to put it out there, what's your problem with Zaharoff, bro? Nobody said nothing about Zaharoff. Anytime we're talking about fragrance, you hop on Zaharoff. What's going on with
every
Zaharoff?
time,
Hey,
every
hey, bro,
time, bro.
I feel like I should have a notepad. You should like I should be the psychiatrist, man. Like, okay, okay, Mr. Jims, what's going on? See, I was just disappointed with Zaharoff fragrances. That's my guy though. Jims, no, I love messing with Jims. Jim's got a hard on for Zaharoff, man. I don't know what his problem is.
Hey,
He
that's
be
a
playing.
T-shirt right there. Hard on for Zaharoff. I like that. I like
King of
that.
seduction.
Put the letters
Absolute.
in all wood.
Hey. So Henry said King of Seduction by Absolute Antonio Banderas Freshie. Leather for the low. I didn't know they had leather in that one because I do have that fragrance, but that fragrance, man, that's one deep in the crates, man. I know I gotta blow dust off of that pause and recheck that one out, but I know it is a good fragrance. It just don't last long.
Yeah.
Same
Hey,
voice, I
this
know.
is leather for the
Yeah.
low right here.
Yeah. Hey, the carbon, rare carbon, very nice. Very nice.
You could put,
Very nice.
hey, this is a leather where you can make your leather how you want to make it. You know what I mean?
For
This is
sure.
like you want to raspberry it up, you want to go citrus, you know, you want to get patchouli going. This is the most blendable leather out there. But yo,
Mm.
seriously, man, we gotta. I don't know. This is what I don't understand. See, you're gonna make me get on the soapbox.
No, 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 no. Look. Hey, he been on the pod. He said he about to do part two.
Yeah,
James was
hey,
saying,
hey,
hey.
hey, listen, I ain't calling out Joel. Joel's paid his ties. Joel has paid his ties. But I'm just saying, like, I don't, it's crazy. Like, I don't think Fragcom really realizes how powerful community conversation really is. And it's to the point where it's like, it's so not out there that when we get it, we like love it. Like we could just sit in the car and listen to conversation, but still people is only doing it like once a week, once a month. And then they stay with the same starting five. Listen, guys, let's cross pollinate like crazy. I truly believe like a lot of fragcom, there's a lot of people out there that don't belong in the chat. They belong right here. So it's like having these and thankfully like right now there's a lot of stuff to talk about. And I want to see it, man. I want to have like a 4-person panel, a 8-person panel where we just getting it in, and it should be so regular that like and also that's the more interesting content. I'm gonna just tell you guys, like I know for me, people like me somewhat, but they love when I bring people on to have a full blown conversation, talk show style. And I know it's like that with everybody else. When y'all be bringing people on your channel and having good conversation. Now it's hard because you don't want to talk to everybody, right? Like there is a such thing as preference and who you're comfortable with and all that. But figure it out because the world
Yeah.
wants to have the conversation, and not everybody is thinking through the same things as you. So I really think there's a lot of necessary voices that we need to put faces to it more often. We gotta just do it. We just need to do it more.
Yeah, yeah. And Jim said, I'm not trying to hurt no one's feelings, laughing out loud. Alicia said, oh, I'm too loco. Hey, y'all come on. Y'all come on. Now, Dallas is right. The Harf got fired. Stop it, Jim. Man, Dallas is on board with that. PTSD from Seraphine Blue. Wow. You know what,
And
Will?
hey,
Will is
Jims,
full of shit.
Jims, I'm a silent assassin. I'm in every live. I'm
Laughing out
in every
loud.
live. I don't sometimes I don't be typing away and doing all that because I'm just watching. I'm seeing the conversation and the frequency and all that. I'm always in the live.
Hey,
Don't
hey,
don't get it twisted.
hey,
I'm there.
hey, hey, just said exactly, Will. You know what, man? Don't Will, don't gas him up, man. Hey, y'all both the Seraphine haters. Me and Dollars love Seraphine, man. Okay, I'm with all the smoke. Dollars, we know you are, man. You gonna have to chill out. You can't get on no more pods, man. You can't get on no more pods, man. We saw you. We saw you. Man, you are a guy though. I love when you got on with Spence, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was entertaining. Let me say that it was entertaining. Uh, kids, it's a hard on mine. Okay, kicks you wild. I ain't wild. I ain't wild. I wore that rare carbon last weekend with Sidra boys. Hey, damn. Okay, that sounds
Hey,
like
you
that'd
want
be
to
a
know
nice little
what my
combo.
go-to combo is? YSL
What?
loam with this.
Oh, that makes it darker, huh?
A little bit, but
Okay.
more of that floral basil touch. So you can get in that eau de ombre leather realm with that. YSL
Hmm.
loam with rare carbon can get you pretty dead ringer to eau de ombre leather, the latest release.
Okay, okay. Now Jim says, I still got rare carbon, but shaking my head is covered in dust. Blow the dust off of that pause, man, and go ahead and let that thing sing. They don't want no smoke. Wow. That's what Alicia said. Alicia, go ahead and contact SB so you can get on that live, that
Please.
pod.
Hey, and guys, listen. I'm a real player in the sport where it's like I'm willing to hit people up and fish and build the rapport. Whatever. I'm very easygoing. It's like whatever y'all need to the infrastructure y'all need to feel comfortable, and I'll light the candles. You know, I'll set the mood. But it's also like because I talk to so many people, I can't follow up if no one hits me back. So it's kind of one of those things where I plant the seed, and if it doesn't bloom, I gotta move to some of the more fruitful conversations. But if y'all, but y'all got DMs too, holler at me too. Because y'all
Yeah.
know if you hit me up, I'm gonna have the calendar pulled open right when you speak, and we gonna set the date. We gotta just get to work, man. There's so much work to be done, man. But I'm gonna
Door is
follow up.
open.
I'm gonna follow
Okay,
up.
doors open, doors open, doors open. Alicia says Zaharoff signature leather to back. That's my recommendation.
Yo,
Jim say I don't go to
That's
church.
Seraphine Must though.
Hey, I'm gonna try to wear that. I'm gonna try to go ahead and put it to work this fall winter. I'm gonna try to go ahead and put it work this fall winter. This is probably age nicely
That's
too.
like when your friends show you the baby and the baby looks crazy, but you like he's adorable. That will kind like ah.
Hey, hey,
Hey, you guys.
hey. A handsome little fella, huh? A handsome little fella,
That
huh?
Seraphine Must came out looking like Chunk from the Goonies. Just ah!
Hey. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Laughing out loud. Sir, I literally do community conversation with everyone. He do. I ain't listening to SB. Don't listen to SB. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Yo, you
But
know what's so crazy about Seraphine Musk? When you sent it to me, I didn't. I'm like, yo, didn't he send me Seraphine Musk? I didn't even. It smelled so crazy. I didn't even know it was Zaharoff.
yeah, it was what it was, man.
But
But
Zaharoff is kind of like Kanye West. It's like because he goes out there and the way he approaches the fragrances and stuff like that, like not every Kanye album is a masterpiece. We know this. And because he's so experimental, it's like you gotta every 3 to 5, you're gonna have a classic album, but you also gotta go through there's different combos and stuff that he's more comfortable with, and then there's other stuff that's like very fresh exploration. And you're not gonna knock, like when you look at somebody like a Michael Paul. I'm just blown away at the consistency. Like, I don't know how, even the stuff I don't like, I highly respect, but I also understand that like it's hard to do that. I would
yeah,
not be able to make banger after banger after banger after banger like that. There's so much that goes into it. And like it in music, it's the same way. Like, if you're going to be somebody who strives for creativity and innovation, you have to fail to succeed. And you have to fail a lot more than somebody playing it safe. Jadakiss has been rapping the same way for 39 years. So
yeah,
everything he's doing is a very refined thing that he's very comfortable with, and he's mastered it, and he's just hitting the repeat button. New producer, same flow. New producer, same flow. There's some perfumers that go the Kanye route where they're going to explore a lot, and so they're going to fail a lot. We can't anticipate banger after banger, and we got to let them rock. Imaginary
yeah.
authors. Not everything is
Hey,
a masterpiece, but you got to respect it.
right. So Jim said, "Hey, man, look, he does have his community conversations." He said, "You must not watch his shows." Hey, the door is open, so the door is open on both
Hey,
ends. Y'all can go ahead, pause on that. Uh, y'all can check out. Hey, DMs is open. Y'all go ahead and y'all do y'all talk and whatnot. But hey, the door is open to go ahead and do that. Joe said maybe we could do a group thing with the pod. No Diddy, I feel you on that. Lisa says, "Wow, Jim's get on the show. Show out. Okay, all right. Jim's SB in those live streams though. Hey, laughing out loud, Joe. That guy got you too. So okay, then Jim says. So then you see the convos on here in IG. I've been down on conversations. Hence the name Community Conversation. Uh,
we just gotta do it more.
Okay, Will said, really, Kicks? Where's your Seraphim Red? and the other Seraphine, since you love Zahara so much, one will hold on, brother. You already know my position as far as hold on with all the infinity pause through this whole damn
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I was
You
gonna
know, yeah,
say.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know
You
where
know
I
my
stand.
position is
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
you know where I stand. You know where I stand on Zahara, and I do like the house. I do like the house. Hey, Seraphine Red is in there, but I can show you the den in my Seraphine Blue. Red is okay, but it's not my favorite. You guys already know this. Don't fuck with me, Will. Will got me laughing, man. He my boy though. That's my dude. Hey, Jim said holla at him. That's what's up. That's what's
The
up.
Seraphim Blue is a masterpiece, but I'm gonna tell you that Seraphim Red is like that really good looking six, but she got all them Hollywood Hills chicks around her and they look good. She she's on the cheer team, but ain't nobody throwing her up in the air.
Hey, no, I'm a beat Jim's and Will's ass. They in here clowning. Hey, no, that hey, while you laughing, I'm laughing too at what you saying. But you see the chat, right? You see the chat, motherfucking trolls. Hey, he said, "Kids, you know when I'm bringing that fire." Hey, Will, like you like that old lady Rose he got, man. He talking about Rose, man.
Yo,
Hey,
you know
he
what
hit you.
Seraphim Red is? You remember the movie The Clumps?
Yeah, yeah,
You,
yeah,
you, you
yeah.
remember that granny when she finally got some from that young dude? She took
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pearls
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
she's Seraphim Red.
Hey man, Seraphine Red ain't bad. It's just not my choice. You know what I'm saying? And then Jizz is clouded. Kids got that Gimp cologne from Zahara. I ain't listening to you, Jizz. I ain't listening to you. I don't even know how to work YouTube.
Yeah, come
Hey, we
on,
can help you.
Cletus. Come on,
Yeah,
Cletus.
I ain't worried about that. Hey, bet SB, I'ma hit you. Oh, Dollar say he wanna come on. Hey, Dame Dollar say he wanna come. Hey, Dame Dollar say he wanna go on your podcast, man. He wanna go ahead. Jim's duck and smoke. Hey, Will, that's what it sound like. Seraphine Musk, Triple X. Okay, Dollars is up here laughing, Will up here laughing, everybody clowning y'all. Look, I ran over my time. I know I'm far behind in the chat. Y'all have been all great. SB, anything you want to leave the people with, man, before we get off, before I close this out?
Um, yeah, I mean, if nobody knows what I do, I drop fragrance videos every single day. Been doing it since I got in the game. Sometimes I drop like 2 to 4 videos a day. Right now, I'm filling up my video vault of reviews. We're almost at 900 plus reviews. I'm very proud of that. Um, After I'm done with my reviews, I'm really trying to pivot and get into more of the concept videos and the season videos. But for right now, I'm kind of building my video vault around having the most fragrance reviews possible and to stay in kind of that pocket of exploration. We're about to transition to vintage, so we're going to do like 150 vintage frags. um
Thanks,
and
Joe.
then trickled within that, we do the community pod, which will soon be available on all platforms like Apple and Spotify. We've got the Wheel of Fragrance game show, the 21 Questions game show. I'm just trying to innovate in the space, but also have a ton of reviews. I'm trying to spur conversation and like the community thing. I'm just trying to get people doing more, man. Like
Okay.
I genuinely feel like the only thing stopping people from doing more content is not having a very efficient system for creating content. Either you're bogged down by life or you're bogged down by editing. So if you can eliminate those two, I really feel like there'd be more room for a lot more community discussion. Now, what's really cool is I feel like in the last 6 months we've really started to see a little bit of a surge. Like I feel like more people are doing the community pod discussions, which is cool, but I think there's room to just do it way more frequently. And I think that stuff's always more interesting than the reviews themselves. So I try to run around and just get people seeing that we could just do more and show people how I do it because I don't edit. Um, I drop videos every single day, and I'm able to do it because my system is like extremely efficient, and you know that because we set your system up, and now you can
Yeah, yeah.
just free to create. So I'm a community guy. Everybody should know
Mm.
that. So if y'all ever need not just fragrance stuff, but even if you're trying to get your content thing more efficient, I'm very reachable. I'm not bougie. I don't need money from this. It's just a hobby.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always I appreciate the community and everybody in it, man. I'm here to see the glass half full at Fragcom and rock out.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, look, go ahead, check out my guy SB, the scent bubble. I will leave his handles in the description. Thanks again, SB, for joining. How we do, man. I truly appreciated you, my brother. People in the chat, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for coming through. We're gonna have more shows gonna be launched or whatnot. I thank you all for joining. Y'all to the next one. I gotta get off here because I gotta eat. I gotta get rest and everything. Work tomorrow. This ain't the only job. I appreciate y'all. To the next one, y'all. Yak Mob. Peace.
Y'all have a good night.